Welcome to your daily focus for June the 1st, 2022. My name's Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. I almost gave up on today's reading. Sorry I wasn't here for yesterday's reading. My computer, as much as I would restart it, nothing was happening. It was all bonkers, and I couldn't do my video yesterday. And then finally, I did something that finally got it to work. But so while it's working, I was just ready to give up too. I thought, oh, it's not going to work. I'll try again tomorrow. But here we are. So June the 1st, the one energy, the I am energy, the two most powerful words in our language is I am. It's about invention. It's about new starts. It's about blazing the trail. It's about your independence. It's about your individuality. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 13 energy. The 13 energy is about death and rebirth. It's allowing a part of you to stay in the past so that you can step into where you want to go, who you want to become. I just whistled in that. I couldn't do that twice if I tried. Who you want to become. So the third, and 1 plus 3 is a 4. So it is about analyzing where you are right now and where you want to go, and standing in your truth and going forward. And standing in your truth, I could just kind of threw that in, but of course you have to stand in your truth. It has nothing to do with the energy though. Now today is June the 1st, so first of all, rabbit, Leo King taught me that one to bring in good luck for the month. Rabbit. June the 1st, June 2022, we are in a 12 energy. The 12 energy asks us to pull back a little bit and really be in the now. So the past is gone. The future hasn't arrived yet. We're in the here and now. Try and stay focused on the here and now. Be present in the moment. The 12 energy is backing it up a little bit, viewing different decisions we have to make, different challenges that we must walk through, kind of backing it up and looking at our reality without the emotion, and understanding where we need to go, or where we need to let go, or where we need to let go of control or surrender or compromise. And of course we don't want to give a part of ourselves away in any of those scenarios. So we turn back to the one energy of standing strong and in our own independence, our own individuality, knowing that we've got what it takes to go forward. Sun is in Gemini. I believe by the time most of us wake up, Moon will be in Cancer. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even finish that. 1 plus 2 is a 3. So we're in a 3 energy month. Kind of jumping ahead here. So a 3 energy month. I've done a whole video on June 2022. So take a look at it, and we'll talk in great length about June. But here we are, and we are at the very beginning of the June energy to walk through, and it's beautiful energy. It absolutely is. So go back and review a little bit. I take you through the month, so you can kind of earmark maybe, mid-June, want to go back and listen to what's coming up or how to walk through that energy. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Sun is in Gemini, Moon is in Cancer. So we have more of a need or a desire to connect with loved ones, family. It could be house and home, absolutely. We want to have that feeling, that sense of belonging or safety. And I think the moon isn't getting along with Jupiter and Mars because they're together in the sky. We talked about that as well for the new moon energy, but I probably talked about it in June. I'm not sure. Anyways, so we'll kind of be pulled here. We'll be kind of pulled. Jupiter is the expansion of, and Mars is our warrior. that sexy warrior inside of us going forward, taking on the challenge, going through the energy with a I hear a gusto. And so there's turmoil when it comes to the inner us and where we want to go. So there's energy pulling us in certain ways, but we know we need to maybe detox, or we need to bring calm into our life, especially with the Cancer moon. We'll want to bring in the calm in our life a little bit more, but Mars will want to go straight forward. Jupiter wants to expand. So it's really hard to find that. And even the 12 energy is about pulling back. So there's a lot of energy pushing us forward and pulling us into certain directions, and there's also just as much energy trying to pull us back and give us that stability, give us that calm so we can think things through. So I think patience today is probably something that we will want to practice quite heavily with ourselves, with the energy around us, with other people. Absolutely. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say, shall we? Oh, and thank you for everybody. So the Instagram account got pulled. So I think there's still one out with the Facebook thing, but it's nothing like the Instagram one. So I've gone and just set up an Instagram account, Tarot with Tilly, and it's there, and I'm the only one that's a Tarot with Tilly once again. So it's me, and of course I will not ever tell you that I can make money for you or send you money or do free readings for you and contact you personally. That's not who I am. You'll hear it here if I'm doing anything at all. You'll hear it here first. So so we've got that going. I've also just did the gray outline for my my website coming back online, which means I'm preparing to start doing readings again. So as soon as I got all that worked up, and it'll probably be maybe in the fall, but I will be, and hopefully sooner, but chances are it will be in the fall, and I can start doing personal readings for you again, start doing the monthly readings perhaps again. So I was hoping to do it for June, but my computer went blah on me, and I was all ready to do it. So maybe I'll, even though we are in June, maybe I will sit down and still do them for you, just to kind of get into the flow of things. I'll try. I'll see what happens. Okay, what's our shadow card? Our shadow card, oh, look at this. Our perceptions change. The Eight of Swords, it's the Eight of Swords, right? Yeah, Eight of Swords is all about, first of all, it's starting to show up a little bit more and more, where we get a new perception. We're looking at our lives, but in some ways our viewpoint is changing from what we thought we wanted to what we actually do want. And it's really where we thought we couldn't go forward, where we thought perhaps it was too high of a mountain to climb, or you didn't have the resources or the time or the energy. This is a time when your perception changes. You see how you can go forward. This is really a time to stand in your truth and say, yes, this is what I want in my life. And that's only the first half of it. The second half of it is knowing that you deserve it. Okay? That you are worthy of it. So often we don't believe in ourselves enough to allow that door to open. So it's raising your vibration, it's raising your energy, it's believing in yourself, and gaining a new perception in how you can go forward. And you may not have ever seen it before, and it could have been right in front of you the whole time, or it could be a new awakening or a new door opening for you. Whatever it is, your perception changes to, I couldn't do it once upon a time, I was trapped, I was in a corner, I didn't have the time or resources or energy, and look at this, I do. And being coupled with the one energy with that, the I am, start saying I am and what you want to step into as if it's already been given to you, and say thank you for it, because it is on its way then. So we have, look at this, the Lovers. So it's growing the relationships, growing, especially if you're falling in love with a person, a dream, a desire, yourself. Maybe you've opened up to a whole new way of eating or exercising, or you found a new route to work that's just beautiful and harmonious for you, whatever it is. It's growing that passion deeper. It's making the bond. So this could be where we are making the bonds with a passion, with the dream and desire. This could actually be somebody else coming into the picture as well. Okay, and it's starting to grow the bond with them. They kind of are the opposite of who you are, and so you're a dream team when it comes to taking your talents and abilities and meshing them together as one going forward. This could be relationships. This could be brand new relationships that will stand the test of time. This could also be a relationship that we want to grow, we want to enhance, we want to embrace it in some new way, we want to make it stronger, we want to grow it deeper. And this could be a love relationship, it could be a platonic relationship, it could be a coworker, a good friend, somebody in the community. Absolutely. We've got the sun here. Wow, the lovers and then the sun. So very potent energy. Okay, we just had this new moon that didn't have any actual like exact transits happening at the time of, which is very rare for it to stand alone. But there was a lot of energy around it that is making it kind of a hard new moon energy. I hate hard new moon energies because I always think unicorns and rainbows whenever I get to a new moon energy. I'm like, yes, now we can begin, but sometimes it's not that easy to begin. Now the sun here, coupled with the one energy of June the 1st, wow, this is you. This is, now the sunflowers down below represent the things that you've accomplished, the things that you've done. This is your strength in order to go forward. Now, you may think that light is coming from the sky, but it is coming from you. You've raised your vibration, you've raised your clarity and understanding and knowing to a point where your belief has been raised. And because your belief has been raised, your energy has been raised. And guess what happens when your energy gets raised? Your light shines brighter. And guess what happens when the light shines brighter? Yes, it's like somebody switched on a light switch and you see corners of the room that you didn't think existed. And so you see a path forward now where there wasn't a path before. You're sure of it. But now somehow you know how you can go forward. And our last card, oh my gosh, the Three of Swords. Three of Swords coming up more and more. So emotion, definitely emotion. Hard decisions that is riddled with emotion. Absolutely. Will it be a hard energy to walk through? Yeah, chances are yes. Chances are there'll be tears, confusion, sadness, anger. And this is where you really have to look within and say, okay, but what about me? Not the relationship, not whatever's gone awry, not about the chaos that seems to surround me. What about me personally? And allow healing in. It's over. It happened. It's in the past. Chances are this is something that isn't happening today to you. This is something that has happened to you. And the cards are here to tell you, you know what? You need to deal with it. You need to heal from it. You need to forgive yourself and maybe the other person. Now, I'm not saying invite them over for dinner and give them a hug and a kiss when they leave. I'm saying forgive them for being such an idiot to not see the damage they were doing to the relationship, to you, to themselves. Forgive them for being dummies. Forgive them for being naive. Forgive them for being self-entitled. Forgive them for being selfish. Forgive them for being uncaring. Whatever it may be. Because they can't help it. And no matter how much you go back and you try to explain it to them, they won't get it. And know that this energy, whatever you may be going through right now, is setting you up for a brand new tomorrow that you didn't even know was available to you. You didn't even know how marvelous it could be. So this is about going inwardly and allowing the healing to happen in your life. This is taking care of you first and foremost. And you can't be a strength for anybody else if you're not okay. So it's important for you to allow healing in. And we all need healing in certain areas of our life. Absolutely. So this is riddled with emotion. So we've got the Lovers, we've got the Sun, and then we have the Three of Swords. So what we are embracing, what we are seeing as new path forward. We may have to give up things we love. We might have to walk away from people we love. We may have to let things go in our life. Very much that 9 energy of the new moon is coming into existence, where yes, we have to put endings and completions on things. Yes, it's with the Three of Swords. And what was the Three of Swords in? Was it for June? All of June's that we were going to have? I'll have to go and look. Or was it the new moon energy? But the Three of Swords also came out. I think it was the shadow energy. So we're going to be experiencing this. So allow healing and look for ways of healing. Ponder things, meditate, have conversations seemingly with yourself. Allow it to go. Allow it to go. I was listening to, oh gosh, what was it? Neville. You want to talk about I am. Oh my gosh. But it was saying something towards the fact of, let's say your problem is the boss doesn't get along with you. Every day you have a problem with your boss. And Neville said to the client something along the lines of, and I bet you every day on the way to work you have a conversation, or on the way home, you have a conversation with that person mentally, telling them off. And they're like, I do. And we all do it, right? We have those imaginary conversations with people of the things that we really, really, really want to say, but we never would say, for goodness sakes. Either it would put our jobs in jeopardy or whatever it might be. And he says, you're actually inviting in this energy by rehearsing on the way in that you want to tell them off and you dislike them. They pick up that vibration. So now Neville said to them, I want you to every morning and when you're done, have a conversation about accepting thanks and praise for a job well done from them. And, just, it was nothing. I could do that, and kind of have those kind of conversations. And I think it was less than 2 weeks later that the boss was actually starting to say these things to her. So what is your conversation with yourself right now? Is it towards the negative? Is it how you want to tell them how it really is in life? Neville advice is no, you want to practice the healing part of it. To take away the friction. Because at the end of the day, she was actually causing the friction by imagining this before she even saw her boss for the day, and then leaving her boss on the note of, oh, because it was the energy she was carrying into the relationship. Just saying, somebody needed to hear that, so I shared it with you. You know me, if I hear it in my mind, I know somebody's angels are working overtime so that I say something, and I know it helps more than one. Anyways, we'll get a mantra card here. And then, of course, an animal card. And what do we got? Resilience. Rise above the tribulations. So I talked about, you might be going through something that's been a very hard road for you. It might be that you have been walking through chaos. That's something, and I'm thinking that it's already happened, this kind of energy in your life. But resilience, rise above the tribulations. Okay, so it happened. So now we need to move forward. And how are we going to move forward? What do we want that path to look like? Who am I? I am. Resilience. Okay, this card encourages you to endure, withstand stress, and you will recover quickly from life's changes, misdeeds, or bad ordeals. So I did tell you, too, that this is a day that we need to instill patience with ourselves and others. This is about facing life's adversities with courage and patience in such a way, that you come through it unscathed, better and stronger for the experience. It also means the recovery, perhaps from an illness or being rejected by somebody, perhaps a loved one. It takes compassion, determination, and strength, and will not be defeated. The resilience of the human spirit and the validity of love inhabits us to rise above our tribulations and fly. Yes, fly and fly again. Accept your reality in a positive light. Make it good. The mantra is, I have the strength to quickly rise above my problems. I have the strength. I have the ability to rise above my problems and see my path forward. So today is definitely a day to rise above those tribulations, those chaotic moments, those struggles, those challenges. Rise above and see how you will fly again, and what you will create, what you will step into, what you will open yourself up to going forward. Okay, an animal card. Are they all upside down? No, just the raccoon was upside down for some reason. Okay. My cards have to be a certain way. I'm very picky when it comes to my cards and how they're laying in the deck. Before, during, and after my readings. Okay. The orca whale. Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. You are more powerful than you know. Oh my goodness, if you knew. Oh, and every so often I tell you to look within and scratch the surface of that potential, and maybe you have an inkling of what I'm telling you is true, but it is. Be brave. You're more powerful than you know. Absolutely. So let's go through, because this is just an amazing card with what I've already told. Dare to do things differently. Sing your own wild song. So it's about your path. It's about your clarity and understanding. You may have thought that you never could have gone in that direction only because you were worried they'd point fingers or laugh at you, or you'd end up alone and nobody'd be your friend anymore, and they think you were half baked, perhaps, whatever it might be. There's a lot of fear of losing love as being the reason why we don't take that step forward, and it ends up that they love you even more than before you began. But you have to walk through it to understand that. Manifest your travel dreams. So, and it is kind of, Gemini is a travel energy. So where do you want to go? What do you want to explore? What do you want to see? What do you want to learn? What do you want to experience? Attempt any great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. And with the Cancer Moon, we will be looking at our friends and family and realizing just what a treasure they are to us. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.